2006, I was coming out of my second parole hearing and walking across the yard. I had my bag with all my documents and stuff. And I had this epiphany that the person who got arrested and convicted is never going to get out of prison. But for me, getting out the first time had to be a one-way trip because I didn't feel like I belonged there anymore. I didn't feel complacent. I didn't feel comfortable anymore. I had to find a different way. I recently celebrated 8 years of uninterrupted freedom. I had to learn how to be free. I'd never been free. Education was my way. What attracted me to Cal State San Marcos was location and Martin Leyva. I met Martin at Palomar. I was doing outreach and have been embedded with Project Rebound on campus since it started.
The number one thing that CSUSM kind of advocates for is social mobility and having, students that can come here that maybe don't have it quite figured out. I'd say it's largely about fostering a safe space where students from every different background can come to. I grew up in a military family. We were located over at Miramar, and so my dad was in the service for about 8 years. So even just the Veteran Center, the Epstein Veteran Center, shout out to Dan and Phyllis. Here is a place where students that have any affiliation of the military can go to. It's all about showing up to campus, being a supporter of all the students around, learning more about them and hearing their story as to why they're seeking out higher education.
The campus itself, it's very welcoming, and all the students and staff are very welcoming and inclusive. I was in foster care for about 6 years, along with me and 2 of my brothers. I'm the youngest of 5 siblings. And my second youngest brother and I were the ones who got adopted. I think just being taken away at such a young age, I was in 2nd grade. It started off as any normal day. I was called into the office, and then I noticed my brother was there too, and a social worker had met with us, and they told us we wouldn't be going back home with our family. Despite our backgrounds, I'm so honored to be among these students. We're all taking this big step together. We're all making this journey together to get our degrees. And when I first met Lee and Lori, they're just very welcoming, and it made me feel very excited about becoming a part of this campus and being enrolled in their program. I found every time I wasn't in class, I was in the A Scholar Center doing my homework, talking with Lee or Lori. It began to feel like a second home to me, so I just couldn't stop going there. College was something that when I was younger, I never thought I'd be going to. And I think even graduating high school was something that I didn't dream of doing when I was younger too. So I'm part of the Tumoke tribe of Western Shoshone, but only 6% of the tribe actually graduate from high school. And only a much smaller percentage, 2%, actually go on to attend college. So I'm very honored and privileged to be among these students and to be walking the same path with them.
That's what education does. It gives us that access. With education becomes access to other opportunities. Okay, now I don't have to work with my hands. I can work with my mind. I can work with people.
Even a small donation towards somebody's education, that really makes a difference. That's really life-changing. That can make the difference of whether or not they're going to stay here that semester. That scholarship can be the difference of whether or not they can make rent that month, or even just take a wellness day, because that's really hard to come by.
So I received a middle class scholarship. I believe it's a working student scholarship, and that provided me with a job on campus. It provided me with set hours.
Sometimes it's a bus pass. Sometimes it's a tank of gas. Sometimes it's a bag of groceries. Funding is always a thing. The more budget we have, the more students we can help. If we can help a parent complete a semester, then we can help that parent's children complete a semester. This community is so strong, is so supportive of each other. When I graduated here, I'd met President Neufeld early on. She actually came down to the Project Rebound office But walking across the stage, yep, I was just expecting the handshake, you know? No, Lawrence gets a hug from the president in the center of the stage. What? Yeah. I get down off of the stage and I'm going, did that really happen? But that was a proud moment. Embrace the trials. You will become stronger.
There's gonna be times where you feel like giving up. There's gonna be times where things get hard. But if you have a clear goal in your heart and if you could follow that, you could get through anything. You can make your dreams a possibility. I am Dakota Frainer, and I am social mobility.
I am Jasmine Casas, and I am social mobility.
I am social mobility. I am student success.